Again, Ornn is fighting the other guy. I was waiting for someone to show up because Ornn can't 1v1 a Sylas right now. What happens, the Talon shows up. I ult him. Maybe it was a bit preemptive actually. I could then like wait on it, hold a bit on it and then use it. Now what happens in here, we are trying to get more value out of it. We are trying to kill the other guy, but we didn't manage to. And there's not much going on. Just simply we got one kill. Yo, so we are not even playing the same game with this one. He sits top lane. I'm level 1 ganking bot. Now, in here a little bit I failed because Twitch was level 1 ganking mid. And a little bit I missed on the E angle on Twitch. It was just slightly off. I couldn't flash that, of course. Now, see, it was just slightly off, right? And I could then flash it to the position. In here our focus got splitted a little bit up. We could then chase Twitch. But you know, it's whatever. Not a big deal, of course. She got the first blood. She died for it. That's about it, right? And then I go top lane. Another thing, I'm playing PTA, which most of the one players are not used to the PTA damage. And look what happens. I pull my sword, of course. He wastes his E accidentally. I auto. I get the PTA proc. I get another Q proc. I W against minion damage, of course. I walk through his W. And I finish him. Then I just shove really quick the wave. Or I reset, I don't even remember. And again, we are pretty much not playing the same game. He is on top lane, and I will be in few seconds on bot lane. The reason for that is Twitch has no flash, of course. And now I have ultimate. I get an angle to roam on bot lane, right? Really good. We pick up another kill for the AD carry. Now, the other reason why I did do it without TP, Ornn has no pushing power. The only pushing power he has, if he maybe has Demolish, not this guy plays Demolish, right? So he has more pushing power. And again, help them a little bit to shop, and then bot lane. I'm not even playing the same game with Ornn, right? He pushes, he gets a little bit of plates, whatever. But because the enemy bot laners are dead, we secured this Drake as well. And because they don't know where I am, I could be at Drake as well. That's why they don't even bother to contest it, the same way as Sylas has Prio, and Blood doesn't, but I just chose to reset instead of hovering Drake, because I feel like it would be just overkill to sit there. And again, we are not really playing the same game, so in here, Ornn is sitting on top lane, and I'm getting a Scuttle Scrub. Aside of that, I wanted to check if the enemy Talon has a blue up, because I saw him going bot lane actually. I missed the taunt a little bit, of course I picked this up really quick, and then I wanted to greed for more, but Ornn stepped up, and this gives me off that he warded the Herald. And to counter that, I used my Oracle, I took his ward out, right? So the other guy can safely secure the Herald if he chooses to do so. Now, I could ban steal these camps, because obviously Talon is bot side, but the reason why I didn't do it, I could pick up these minions and then rotate for it, right? And now I could be at Herald as well, it's true, but because in 20 seconds my ult is coming up, and Graves has the ability to also disengage from this Herald, which they don't know he is doing, of course, I don't have to be there yet, right? Because there isn't really an upfront threat. Now Ornn is walking downwards, right? Mid is mid, Twitch is dead, of course, and my ult comes up in 8 seconds. In 8 seconds this guy cannot die, he can even ult through the wall. There's no way he dies, right? Until Ornn arrives, right? And in here I chose to CS instead of like just stepping down, right? For me it's more valuable because I can cross map with my ult, right? So now I'm top lane and Ornn is not on top lane, and now it's incorrect what he's doing, right? He doesn't choose his roam timer as well. And again, same thing happens, we are not even playing the same game as Ornn. He's top lane, I'm not. And the important thing is why I can get so many roams done. I have cooldown boots, I rushed it, so I get extra cooldown for my ultimates, so I have my ults up way faster up in general. I also have a TP for later on roams. Now in here you can see him fighting, I ult him. It's really important to ward earlier on because Sylas is not likely to be killed. So the reason why I did it, so that we can kill the Twitch, because he does not have more mobility than I do, we can see it visually, so it means I can step up and connect my E on him, right? Now in here, I in of course, QW, the auto attacks off a little bit. Keep walking. Ashe had a good snipe. Really great, we managed to kill this guy as well. And again, I'm winning the game, and Ornn just now arrived. He's not top lane, but again, he didn't choose his roam timer as well, because he's roaming without ult. Right? And again, now we are taking steal advantages. So Ornn died recently on mid lane. He tried to go for some type of play. Now we are on top lane. He is not on top lane, right? And now, picking up CS, just chilling. making a little bit of CS advantage. Just one. Just one. And now what I'm going to do in here, another thing to understand, top wave is in a even state, but Vladimir is looking to push with no HP, right? And the reason why I want to go mid lane to pick up the wave and to possibly kill Vladimir, but that's just a possibility because he could just simply W my E, right? So it's really like a reaction time test, so I didn't choose to kill him because it's not really possible right now. I chose just to like pick up the CS, right? And also after picking up the CS to rotate to the Drake. Because again, like Ornn has almost no pushing power without Demolish, right? So you generally want to be there at these objectives as fast as possible. The other reason why I did do that, I had TP. So after this fight, I can TP top, pick up the wave, maybe deny a plate if I can, right? In here we are again fighting, of course, and what happens in here, I have to ult the other guy because he's about to die. And we just got the... Which just got him, but at least we got Ornn splash, of course. In here I'm taunting the Vladimir, not the tank. He's too tanky, he just has too many stats, right? Generally you wanna taunt the Vladimir. I tried to save the Alistar, but it wasn't really like possible. Then again, I'm focusing the other guy because I don't want to allow him to kill the Sylas, because Ornn alone cannot ever kill the Sylas. So I'm basically zoning him away with my body. I missed my taunt. It can happen. In here we are fighting. In here I flash out attack him, maybe I didn't need to, but I wanted to secure it as fast as possible. We are chasing for the other guy, but he's a Talon, he spams his E, it's not killable. I even tried to taunt, but for nothing, because he wasn't there obviously. In here Talon was heralding my tower. They tried to pull a dive on me, but they're not strong enough yet to do that. I taunt away the first part of, I dash away of course. Ornn couldn't auto-attack thing off. Talon also couldn't auto-attack his passive off, to the point where I do believe his Prowler's Claw expired, which means he couldn't get the bonus 50% damage of his passive. And now we can see he got sniped by the Ashe hero, which is really good. Well played on Ashe's part. I pick up the other guy. Now I'm perma chasing Ornn because I have red. He can't really escape me. My Q deals a lot of HP based damage, of course. I keep chasing him, keep chasing. I could then maybe sidestep his E, but I kept walking. That was like a slight mistake I did there, of course. And now, there's not much to say. I'm just like picking up the wave, CSing a little bit. In here I ulted the Sylas, I arrived, we are trying to fight. I got ulted sadly, but now... And also I didn't Q correctly there, right? You're picking up the Saya, I W'd some of Twitch's auto attacks off, but double taunt, really good. Picked up 1 kill, maybe 2 kills if you managed to. Picked up everything, right? Except, I think one survived actually. This guy used to be Challenger, or this is just a recall, I'm not sure.